Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the second episode of the speedrun. No more introductions since I've already done so in episode 1 of the series, but quick recap. The purpose of this speedrun is to provide challenger level insight to players GM and below. We will be reviewing my own personal games as I climb the challenger, and we are currently at Platinum 3 for 43 LP. And as you read from the title, we are now gonna play Gnar Reroll. Oh, and also stay tuned until the end of the video for a recap/summary on all the themes and decisions tackled in the video. Alright, so we're going to run this on 2x speed so that we can get through this really fast. Our first opening encounter is Yorick, who reduces the reroll of our shop to 1. So already I'm thinking we're gonna play a reroll comp, right? Let's go. Right. I'm scouting the lobby here to see if there's Exalteds. I don't think I was able to find one. I already hit Gnar, a pair of Gnar, which is pretty good. I could also lean towards Volibear reroll. I could also lean towards Senna reroll. So that's why I was holding the inks, the ink shadows. Yeah. I could have made 10 here, but I got really dizzy, so... Right, so... Here... I want to take Combat Caster. Because it's the best combat augment to take here. You can level up here, add in... I added in Tristana for now, because I'm not sure if I want to commit to Gnar Reroll. I could have put in the Gnar, but I don't have healing for the Gnar. I'm pretty sure backline is still much better here. Trigger calls Bard, and then insta-mutes. Okay. So right here, I'm already leaning towards Gnar, but I'm also open to playing Tristana because I got the Tristana opener. For now, it's the strongest board. I'm already putting in the Gnar Senna reroll on my planner. Okay, so we get Aatrox too. Huge. We get Gnar pair. We get Tristana pair as well. So we scout and we see that no one is really going for Gnar, but we see that there's a lot of Senna players. Like for example, this person has a Senna on their board. And I was like, oh my god, why is this person holding Senna? This game was a game that I played on stream, by the way, on Twitch. Shameless plug. So yeah, I clearly remember I was complaining that they were playing Sennas on their board, because I all I need was one Senna. So now I get Gnar, which gives me Gnar 2 immediately. It's also a BT component and an even shot component, which is pretty good. And I get another Gnar and chop, pretty good. Nothing to slam here. I don't want to slam Gargoyles because it's a half Titans, half BT. What I could have done here was I could have given the bombardment to Gnar now because it's Gnar 2. But I keep on forgetting that, yeah, you could do that. I didn't think I was able to do that the entire game. But it's all good. We were never punished. Gnar 2 is Gnar 2. Yeah, I'm scouting the guy again who's holding the Sennas. He has one Senna on the bench. I was like, can you please sell that? Like, you don't need the Senna. You run Caitlyn if you're playing Kog'Maw reroll. But like, the guy is holding Senna forever. I can't. Like, this guy is also Cog with Caitlyn. Thank God. Okay, I checked the Exalted, by the way. So it's Tristana. That's why I was running the Tristana early, because I could also play towards the Tristana out. But of course, like I said, since our first encounter was Yorick turning every reroll into costing only 1 gold, we're leaning towards reroll comp here. Okay, so we get BT. And we get another vest, which is not that great actually. But since, okay, we're thinking about item economy, right? We could easily slam Bramble here, but that just ruins our Titan's chances. So the only thing we can slam here is BT Sunfire. Normally you want Morello, but Sunfire is also good. Sunfire is not that great, but it kills the other vest that we have no use for. So the better thing to do here was to make BT on Gnar, make Sunfire on Aatrox, and then transfer the bombardment to Gnar. You shouldn't be like me and be too scared to transfer the Ink Shadow Tattoo, because you can always bench the unit who's holding the Ink Shadow Tattoo and pop it off. Unfortunately, I didn't think of that this game because I was too busy streaming. Okay, so here I don't like branching out and I don't like keepers. I roll these two. I don't need tiny titans because I'm already 100 HP, so there's no way I need this. I don't need more HP. I need more combat augments. So it's either bulk or that one, but I rolled here because I would rather take bulk than, what was that, than partial ascension. But unified for me, I think is much better here because we're already wardens, right? So here we roll for a bit, trying to look for the Senna, but I don't think we found it. I think we roll anyway. Oh no, we don't. We just settle for the ghostly. Okay. I should have put the Shen down here to give unified to the backline as well. Okay, make 40. Yep, sell the Tristana pair. We could have also played Yone this game, but I know the Yone is Giga contested. Finally, we hit our first Senna, and now we can actually transfer. Bombardment, it's really based on Senna. That's why I put it on Senna. But looking back on this, I should have put it on the Gnar because it's a Gnar 2, and then just pop it off once I hit Senna 2. Whichever comes first, Senna 2 or 3 item Gnar. Every time you're playing Gnar Reroll, you should always prioritize the Gnar items first. All that Senna needs is Last Whisper. Gnar fills the carousel with... This is really good for me because I can look for Gnar, which is here, or a Senna. The Senna with bow is the better pick, but it was taken, sadly. And then I scouted the other guy. The guy who was holding the Senna earlier is still holding Senna, even if he's already itemizing the Caitlyn for some reason. So I'll just take the Gnar. I'll be 1 off. No, not 1 off, 2 off. Yeah. So now I'm pretty sure I roll here. Yeah, I'm 2 off. This is another warden. Yeah. Sadly, getting the Gnar there gave me another belt, which I don't really need another Sunfire. I'm just thinking that if I get bow, it's Titans. If I get sword, it's Terax. Or at the worst, Guard Breaker for Senna. Unfortunately, we lost this round. Okay, 1 off Gnar. We're just only buying things that are in our planner. We don't need Volibear in the final comp. That's why I just took it out. Because our Ink Shadow is Jax, Senna, Aatrox anyway. Yeah, we're looking for Kindred for more Dryads. I'm pretty sure the right way to play this comp is 4 Dryad. Okay, not bad at all. It's really important when you're playing reroll not to be healthy as well. A lot of people think that when you're playing reroll, you have to you can sack as much HP as you can just for econ, which is also fine. But a better spot to play reroll for me specifically is to just have a lot of HP to work with. So because you're gonna get strong once you hit your 3 stars, but until then you're gonna be very, very weak once stage 4 comes. You're gonna take a lot of HP losses. And then I finally hit Gnar on 3-7. I find the Titans. I got 3 bows, which already I have Sunfire slammed, so that's kind of awkward. So already I'm thinking here, since I already have Sunfire slammed, I probably don't want to make I probably don't want to make red buff, but I want to save one of the bows to make Last Whisper. So instead, the best way to approach this is to make Redemption static. And we have a good static holder in Kindred. I shouldn't have done this. I should have kept Kindred here for Unified. I completely forgot. But Gnar 3 should stabilize our board a lot. We have 2 combat augments right now, Combat Caster and Unified, which should stabilize me enough. We may have lost this one, but at least we lost by a few units only. We can sell this to make 40, which we did not, sadly. Okay, so Reinforcement is not that great. Haunted House is not that great. Magic Wand is not that great because we're not AP, so we just reroll everything. Martyr is a really good 3rd combat augment. You have My Sword is decent, but I'm pretty sure Martyr is just really, really good with the 3. We now have 3 combat augments, which for me is the ideal setup to have in any game, no matter what comp you're playing. 3 combat augments is so good. If you guys don't know what combat augments are, it's basically augments that give you board strength. So for example, Combat Caster gives you shields, Unified Resistance gives you resistances, and Martyr gives you heal for your team every time someone dies. So it impacts your board in a specific way, and that's combat power. Rather than having, let's say, well, this guy is also 3 combat augments. Rather than, let's say, having something like Econ, like any augment that gives you gold. I can't remember an Econ augment to save my life right now. But any augment that gives you gold is not a combat augment. Clearly, it's an Econ augment. Okay, so I was checking. I take a while here to check the stats, and Infinity Force is clearly the better item for Gnar. It's the best Ornn item for Gnar overall. So we make the Redemption because we know what we want to do with this last bow. We want to make Last Whisper so that we can shred through the front line faster. Okay. The unfortunate thing, by the way, is we're already stage 4, and right now I'm currently complaining because I still am Senna 1. So instead of staying 6 or staying 7 for Senna 2, I push levels so I can get to level 8, level 9. See here at 4-5 after Carousel, I'm already level 8. I'm rolling down here for 4 Dryad. And I found Ornn in 2 rolls. And we have Last Whisper and Senna. Right now, I'm already thinking, okay, I think this is stable enough to save up enough gold to go level 9. Because there's no reason for me to donkey roll at level 7, level 8 for this Senna 2 when there's a lot of people playing it. We can just wait for them to die. Okay. So here we look at this board and we see that they already have Hui with 3 items. I would say Biz as well. Orn 2, Annie 2, Morgana 2. And it's like, oh my god, we're playing for second, is what I said on stream. And of course, we fight them. Oh yeah, don't forget, by the way, if you're... Wait, what was I looking at here? Oh, okay, I was opening this because I was explaining on stream that Trigger is Trigger is basically 2 ranks above everyone else, because everyone else is platinum except these 2 emeralds, and he's in diamond. I was explaining that. That's why I was opening that. Yeah. So anyway, as you can see, even going back, even this board that is Giga Strong, Orn 2, Annie 2, with Hui 1 with 3 items, we just shred through it because we have Last Whisper Bombardment and we have 3 combat augments. Compared to this guy who has... Is that 1 combat augment? Sorcerer Born is technically an econ / upgrade unit augment. I don't know what this is. I completely forget what this augment is. But I think it's like an item augment? I'm not sure. But yeah, also, like I was saying earlier, keep your redemption next to your carry. So like you want the Aatrox with the redemption right next to your Gnar. Right here, I just look for a 3rd final item for Senna. So as you can see, I hit the Aatrox, 6 Aatrox. So it's fine that I didn't have to sell there because I could possibly hit the Aatrox 3. But I'm not gonna roll for it. I'm just gonna... If it comes to me, it comes to me. I don't know why I'm holding the Lilias, because it doesn't have any use on my board, but why not, right? See, we're just destroying these guys because of the Senna 2 upgrade. That's all we needed, honestly. If it was Senna 3, it would be more of a stomp, but a lot of people are holding Sennas this game. Do I level here? I level here for the Lilia too. Oh yeah, we do. It's perfect too. Perfect 0 to level up for it. Sadly, I think we leveled and lose here. I think we leveled to lose here. Yeah. Look at that. Gunblade Lilia, by the way. This positioning is not right. This Senna should be right behind the Gnar. The Senna should be over here where the Lilia is. I've gotten used to cornering the Lilia. That's why I ended up positioning like that. But Senna should always be behind the Gnar so that they target the same unit. Okay, right here, I'm just going for literally anything. GS, why not? Now I'm looking for what I can fit in. My board's already kind of complete. I can drop the Lilia for something important, but there's not much I can put in. I could either GS the Kindred here or I could GS the Lilia. Doesn't matter. I think I'm saying on stream that I can drop the Kindred if I hit an Azir. Because Kindred also doesn't have other traits except Dryad in. And here I think I get shit on by Yone. Oh, I was able to kill the Yone, but I couldn't finish the fight. Here, Striger hit the Bard 3 and the Tompkins 3. So I was assuming that Striger would win the entire lobby, right, at this point. So I'm pair Orn and 3 off Aatrox 3. Right now I'm econing up because there's no point donkey rolling. I'm still 62 HP, almost half, almost double Striger's HP. And yeah, I'm right here. I'm playing for a second. Again, the last whisper should be behind the Gnar, but all good. And it's a mistake putting Gnar right in front of the Bard. I thought that Striger would swap. That's a mistake for positioning on my part. It's a good thing we were able to clean as much units as we could. Okay, we found the Azir, so we immediately sell the Kindred. It's way better already on Azir, even just Azir 1. 5 cost versus 2 cost. Right now, we're looking for last item on Azir or last item on Aatrox. So there's no frontline item, so we can just take either another static shiv, a Ginsu's, or a Nashor's. I think I end up with Nashor's instead, because Nashor's also gives AP. Ginsu's also gives AP, but I'd rather have Nashor's here. Okay, I roll down for probably Orn 2 or Aatrox 3. I hit under Senna, wow. So I'm one Senna off. I hit another Aatrox, so I'm 1 off Aatrox, 1 off Senna, 1 off Orn, 1 off Azir. Fog. So we get destroyed by this guy. But it's okay because we hope that Striger will be able to deal with them. Then we can just scam our top 2. And we hit the greatest power spike in the world, Senna 2 at level 9. But actually this is the big power spike, Aatrox 3 at level 9. I was surprised honestly that we were able to hit our 2 costs at level 9, but sure, I'll take it. And just in time to fight this guy. Ooh. It's a good thing Gnar was able to get quickly to the Lilia before Gnar died. For this specific person, we want the Gnar in front of the carry. But for some reason, I thought Striger would clearly go first in the lobby, but for some reason, this person was able to beat Striger. So I was already thinking, oh, I might be able to win the lobby because Striger was the only scary one to fight against. Because of the Bard 3 Tom Crunch 3. All he could do was put Bard in. All he needed to do was put Bard in front of my Gnar and then Tom Crunch in front of my Gnar. And it would buy enough time. I hit Orn 2, which is a massive upgrade. All I need to do at this point is get my Gnar in front of his Kayn. Well, not really in front of his Kayn, but in front of the Morgana, so I could possibly sneak my way to the Morgana. But also, if I one-tap the Kayn, that's also pretty good. This Martyr is paying off so much, by the way, and this Combat Caster as well. Gnar is cleaning up the backline. And we get the kill. Alright, so let's recap some themes for this video. Okay, so here are some notes on the video itself. First of all, let's identify our comp as soon as you can based on the encounters, augments, unit opener, and item opener that you have. If you remember, in this game, we started with a Yorick encounter that gives our rerolls only costing 1 gold, right? So therefore, you're already thinking, okay, reroll. Next, what's next? Augments. So our augments are combat, right? We were combat caster. We were combat caster opener, and then into 2 other combat augments. for our unit opener was Ink Shadow into Infinite Nars. So that's also another direction that we had. Item opener, we had half a Titans and half a PT. That's another direction. If the game is already giving you a direction to go to, why not just take it, right? Number 2, scout constantly to see which units are very contested so that you can manage expectations. As we saw when we were scouting, we were not just hard focus on our board. We were looking at other people's board and what they wanted to play. For example, Strigger was calling for Bard 3 and then insta-muted. The other people were also playing snipers. So we already know that, okay, if other people are playing snipers, they might hold Senna, which it wasn't the right move for them to do, but it still gave us the realization that, okay, we might not be able to hit Senna 3, and we were not even able to hit Senna 2 until level 9. So that managed my expectation that, okay, maybe I should just focus on the Gnar and then push the levels, right? So we knew that we should be pushing levels in that particular situation. But let's say we had 6 or 7 Sennas, right? Even if they were contesting, I could possibly hit if I rolled enough gold. So if that were the case, I would have just rolled for the Senna. But since I was literally still Senna 1 for the whole early game, mid game, I realized I should push levels. Okay, number 3, combat augments are always going to be generally better than econ augments. There are some situations where it's okay to take the econ augment, but for me and from almost everyone else's experiences, combat augments are going to be better because they will help you turn the tide of the fight more than econ augments will. Econ will just get you more units, more gold, etc., more levels, etc., but it won't help your fight itself. So if you're facing the mirror, for example, if you're facing someone with the same comp as you, combat augments will actually dictate a lot of the fights. Item economy is important, right? So we focus on 3 carry items first, and then we focus on the 3 tank items next. We were not able to get 3 tank items because we never had the option to. Every time we popped the anvil, it was another damage item after damage item after damage item. However, we were able to salvage having only 2 tank items because of our combat augments, which is Unified Resistance and Martyr, right? So number 5, if it doesn't affect your economy, hold the units that you can potentially 3-star even if you are pushing levels. That's why we were still able to hit the Senna 2 and the Aatrox 3, right? Because we still held the copies even though we were pushing levels. As long as it didn't screw up our economy, we can definitely hold it. Because we were strong anyway after hitting the Gnar 3 that we were able to push levels. So yeah. There are probably more themes that I was probably not able to discuss, but for me, these are the general things that you should keep in mind. If you're confused or if you don't know a specific theme that I tackled, please leave it in the comments. I'm more than happy to explain it to you in detail. So yeah, that's I guess that's it. So see you in the next video.